Let's go. So if you've been watching from afar, keeping tabs, like if I haven't talked to you since like high school or I don't know, something like that, or you know me from when I was a kid, you probably seen, all right, you graduated high school, went to college, did this thing, allied healthcare professional. Shout out to athletic training people that I met there. Then graduated from college, went to be a missionary, and then after he was a missionary, he went to be a full-time musician. So it doesn't make any sense. If you look at it at a timeline like that, it looks pretty crazy. So we're gonna thread the needle for people who already know me. If you're watching this and you don't know me, hi, and I'm just gonna tell you what's up. So first, music has always been like a huge part of my life, but I'm kind of a low key guy, so maybe not a lot of people would know that. Music's always been there. I started playing guitar. I was at I had to be like 6 years old maybe. I didn't get good for a long time. I'm a slow learner, but I started and I was like 6 years old, and throughout high school and all that stuff, I would just listen to just about every song I could find, and it was great time. So we're not gonna talk about childhood too much. We're gonna fast forward all the way. The story starts about when I was 19 years old. I'm 23 now, so it was about 4 years ago. So I wrote my first song when I was 14 years old, and I put it on the shelf because I didn't have a whole lot of like self-confidence, which we kind of talked about last week. But I put it on the shelf. I came back to writing, creative writing, stories, journaling, and then I said, why don't I try writing a song or something? I wrote something. It wasn't a song, but I wrote something. It felt really good. So I kept writing even though I was terrible at it. It was real bad. Like nothing that I wrote in the first year or so of writing is on this project that's about to come out. But it felt really good, so I kept learning it. And then I got into a car accident. Yeah, scary. Same road that I come out almost every day, turned a little bit too wide, hit some gravel, overcorrected, and then my car tried to hug a tree, and it didn't work out too well. So, I'm fine though, obviously. But what I learned from that experience was really just kind of presence and responsibility. So like be where you are. So I really, because up to that point in life, I was kind of looking towards the next thing. In high school, I was looking towards college. In college, at least for the first year, I was like, yeah, this is all I need to do to just get a job so I can go on and then live whatever life I had intended. So that's all that I learned. And then it looked like the way it showed is I pushed myself to excel, or at least be as good as I could be. And that was, the products of that was just doing a lot of overtime hours. So, I stayed up way too late a lot of times, either because I wrote songs in the middle of the day and then I had to study, or I studied and then I was like, why don't I try writing a song? And I'd start at midnight and then end at like 1 a.m. Oh well. So fast forward from 19 to 2016, where I graduated from college and got my first job. Now, getting my first job was a completely different story I'm not going to get into right now. But what I learned with that, in that experience, that whole year of 2016, is really my concept of control, and like how little control I actually had over a lot of things in life, which was a lesson that was finalized when I got into another car accident. That's right. This is the car accident that I posted on my page. So if you're watching this, you can click on my profile after we're done or whatever. You can go see pictures and a video. It was a pretty nasty car accident. But, if you're looking for the bullet point, here it is. So when I got in that car accident, I made all the necessary calls. Police. I called the police. I called my mama. I called some friends to maybe come pick me up on the side of the highway because that's where I was. I was kind of looking around waiting for police to show up, and I was just filled with this sense of just like straight disappointment. Not that I was alive, but just disappointment in the fact that that car crash could have ended my life and I could have never made any big moves. Because up to this point, I kind of just fallen in line. I did the school thing. I got the job. I've always loved music, but I never tried. So it was that moment was when I decided that I had to make music a big priority for my life and just make moves. Which brings us to last summer, yeah, 2017, which is when I wrote the bulk of this project that you guys are about to hear. I did a lot of the work there, and then from that, it's just one step at a time. And now I'm here, about to release the project, and that's the whole thing. The story time was much shorter, I think. I don't know.